Cleveland Browns travel to Baltimore. The Browns are coming off a victory over the Lions 13-10, and Baltimore's coming off a close victory over the Bears. The Baltimore Ravens are 7-3 on the season and are 3.5-point favorite in this game. Baker Mayfield, look at his numbers, Coach. 10 touchdowns, 6 interceptions. That's like 2 weeks for Patrick Mahomes. That's incredible. He doesn't have any passing numbers out there, statistics getting the ball. Yes, they rely on their running game and Nick Chubb and everybody else, and their offensive line's fantastic, but they've got to score more points than that. 13 points against the Detroit Lions, that's awful. It's embarrassing. For this football team, on both sides of the ball, they've got too much talent. Myles Garrett has been spectacular this year, playing up to what he should play. He's got 13 sacks on the season, but they've got to get that running game going. On the other side, Baltimore won without Lamar Jackson at the quarterback position because of an illness. He's questionable this week. They say that he's going to come back. He's looking better each and every day, but his backup, Tyler Huntley, did a decent job. Well, not bad, 26 of 36, 219 yards and an interception, and they just signed Trace McSorley off the Arizona Cardinal practice squad. So I don't know if he's going to play or if he isn't going to play, but if he does play, Baltimore wins this game, and they win this game easily. John Harbaugh has done a terrific job this year as other years. I think this is his best coaching job with all the injuries they've had. COVID, like everybody else, has to fight through. A quarterback that sometimes plays, sometimes doesn't play, gets sick, but when he does play, Lamar Jackson, he's an MVP candidate. Baltimore's favored by 3.5. I think they get it done because they always find a way to get it done, and they are solid on special teams, one of the top special teams in the National Football League. Baltimore beats Cleveland by a score of 26-14.
You know, Mark, you really made some good points, but there's some things you've overlooked. Do you realize that the Browns' opponents are penalized twice as much as what the Cleveland Browns are doing? Cleveland can run the football, and in addition to that, they have a little trouble stopping the run. But Baker Mayfield, the only people open, when you watch that game, Mark, the only person open is the officials. He doesn't have any receivers that can get open, can get any separation. He's trying to buy time. The offensive line is not that good. The defense is very, very good. Now, this is a conference game. They're only 1.5 games behind the Baltimore Ravens. Now, let's look at the Ravens. Is Jackson going to play? They're a different football team when he's in there. He accounts for almost 3,000 yards between passing and running. They've won 3 very close football games, Mark. They won last week because they won 64 yards in 4 plays to set up a 4-yard touchdown run with 4 seconds to go in order to win the game against the Chicago Bears. They're not a dominant football team. I remember watching them play the Colts. The Colts had dominated the game, was up like 17 points, and then they lost both cornerbacks, and lo and behold, Baltimore came back to win it. You could go over and over and over how thin the difference is between winning and losing. Yeah, I love Lamar Jackson. Yeah, they beat the Bears last week, etc. But the Browns are going to the Ravens, and they're going to win this close game 24-23. But the Browns lost Odell Beckham. They traded away A.J. Green. They really don't have a great receiver to throw the football to. So let's not get on Baker Mayfield too much. I think he's a great competitor. He has impressed me more this year than any other year because of his attitude towards his teammates and his competitiveness.